Hello and welcome to Panorama Before You Buy. With me, BonBonB, I'm BonBonB, you're very welcome. So if you're sitting around waiting for a new city builder game, and based on hexagonal tiles maybe, you don't have to wait until the autumn speculatively hoping for something like that. We have one right now. When I bought this game, I was hoping for something to be easygoing, relaxing, and a little bit challenging. And that's exactly what this game is. It's a blessing. I'm really glad I found it. It's based on another game inspired by Dwarf Romantic, I would say, in the same way that City Skylines is based on or inspired by SimCity. Very different games, but also very clearly inspired by each other. So, what have we got? Well, we got options. Options will let us change the graphic settings, the sound settings, and the language. Although I don't think the language really matters. Well, maybe it matters a little bit. I guess there is information to read on the screen. So yes, language settings as well. But we're going to go in and start a new game. Just going to get stuck right in. So there are 3 ways to play. There's the tutorial. I would highly recommend that, although it doesn't tell you everything. There's stuff I had to figure out on myself, and I'll try and share that with you today. Then you've got the standard settings. That is all about the checkpoints, hitting checkpoints to score, unlock different bonuses, that kind of thing. That's what we'll be playing today. And then creative is sandbox mode, which I haven't looked at yet, but it sounds amazing. We're going to go in and play standard. Okay, let's do that. You've got previous save games here. These are my 2 completed games. Cities are complete. Meanwhile, this one is a work in progress. We, however, will start a new game. I will show you one of these 2 previous cities in a few minutes' time, just so you can see what your city could end up looking. I say city. your panorama, what that could end up looking like. Anyway, new game. So once you've clicked new game, you'll be faced with a screen. Now let me just quickly go through the controls. There are keyboard controls as well, but I'm working with the mouse, completely with the mouse. With the mouse, if you click and hold the left button, you can move the screen about. If you click and hold the right button, you can rotate the screen about. And if you scroll the mouse wheel, you can zoom out, you can zoom in. The game is still, I mean, it's finished, but it's still in development. What I would like, devs, if you're watching this, more zoom settings, because the difference between that and that is quite in your face. So yeah, anyway, that's just a minor grumble. So let's talk about the screen. Let's start over on the right hand side of the screen where we have a stack of tiles. These tiles have to be played in the order that they are presented. So our first tile will be this corn tile, a field tile. Then the next tile up will be housing, corn and rock. All 3. We'll talk about what these will do for you in a moment. But anyway, these are your tiles, which you then place on the game area. Over on the left hand side, we have a 0 of 52. 0 of 52 is the unique buildings in the game. To complete the game, you need to place down all 52 buildings. Sounds easy. Of course, it's not that easy. It can't ever be that easy. So, 52 buildings. How do you put down a unique building, BonBon? Well, we'll get to that in a moment. Down in the bottom left-hand corner, we have the number of score. We have the score. This is your score. Okay. We're currently on 0 because we haven't done anything. But we're going to work towards getting to 50. We'll get to 50 very quickly, I promise you. 50 is the point where you will be given a building project. The building project is a unique building from up here, randomly selected by the game. And you get to choose one of 3. Once you complete the building project, which we'll show you in a moment, of course, you will be given points, which is great, and also 25 new tiles to go over into your tile stack. And this is why it's important to do the building projects, because you're going to run out of tiles pretty quickly otherwise. Right, points. How do I earn points, BonBon? Well, you get 1 point for every tile that you put down. So that's easy. But also, you'll get 1 bonus point for every adjacent tile with the same attribute. So at the moment, we have a meadow tile in the middle of the screen. You'll always start with a meadow tile. And we're going to put down a farm tile next to it, so we're going to get 1 point for placing down the farm tile, but no adjacency to another farm tile. That is that. Done. Easy as that. Next up, we have a housing, a farm, and a rock. If I pop this over here, we'd get 1 point because we're adjacent to the meadow, but this has farm on it. It's a farmhouse with rocks. We'll pop that over here, we will score 2 points because we're adjacent to this. So I'm going to pop this actually over here. There we go. Now we have a water tile. Doesn't really matter much where we put this. I'm going to bring this over this way. There we are. We have another water tile immediately. So I'm going to join them up together. And now we have a forestry tile. I'm going to pop that over here. Now the meadow tile. This flower, the meadow tile. Notice how is all of the colours. That's because it's not just a meadow, but it's a wild card. The meadow works as an adjacency for any tile on the map. So we can put it over here. We're going to get 4 points, which will be for the adjacencies. 3 points, 5 points. That's pretty strong, isn't it? I might just take the... If 5 points would be for the adjacency to the farm, for the adjacency to the house, for the adjacency to the farm, and for the adjacency to the rock, plus the placing of the tile. So we're getting 5 things there, because remember this one is 3 adjacencies all in one. So we're getting 5. I'm going to go with the 5. I'm going to get us up to the 50 a bit quicker. Now we have ourselves a bonus tile. Bonus tiles, the purple tiles with the gold star, pop up every now and then. These are a little bit different because they are a unique shape. They can be rotated using the middle mouse button, so there is that. You can squeeze them in. Very early game, you won't have any problem fitting these in at all. And it's up to you to fit them into your city as best as possible. But also, see that house with the flag with the +4 on it? That means that that house needs another 4 houses adjacent to it to give you a bonus. And the bonus points on these are big. Okay? We've put down a bunch of tiles. We've only got 12 points so far. Let's work towards getting the adjacency bonus on that one. So if I pop that here, I'm getting the adjacency on the farm against 2 different farms. We're getting adjacencies on the farmhouse, on the house over here, and on the house over here. And also that house now only needs 3 more houses next to it to give us the bonus. So that was a good 7 points. And we are now working towards getting the big score here. This house is now seems to be stuck on a rock. On the rock. Right, okay, so we've got another farm, house and water. I'm going to pop this here. 2 more houses required. Remember, meadows do work as a wild card, so we can use that. And just, I wouldn't necessarily do this now. I mean, we might get 5 points there, 5 points over here. Do I really want this here, or do I want housing over here? I don't know. I'm gonna pop it over here just so that we can get the completion on this. Now, if we pop this over here, we're gonna get the adjacency on the house, the placement of the house, but also 20 bonus points for completing the mission, which will take us over. Will it take us over? It'll take us up to 48, won't it? Oh, 22. This will take us to exactly 50, which is brilliant. That's what we need because we want the building project. Right, we've got our building project. Our first building project. We get to choose one of the following. We can build the local hall. Now that will instantly place down 10 tiles. Some of the tiles might actually be in the location where tiles are already placed. So if you're putting one of these down, you want to go into clear open territory so that you're not losing tiles. Double points from the future on Fisherman Hut. So anything within an area of effect of the Fisherman's Hut will score you double points in the future. And then the silo, double points of the future for anything with farming. So I would like, just for fun, it's fun to see tiles being placed down. We're going to go for the local hall, I think. But if you're not sure, choose one later. Come and have a look at your map. Yeah, we've got plenty of room over here for doing some village work. So we'll go with that. And we will now look to now what we have is the area of effect. You can see is clearly outlined by the outer ring. The inner ring is our zoning area. To complete the building, you're going to need to put one house at each end and one meadow in the middle, across the middle, and that will complete the building, and then you'll end up with a unique building. The great thing with this though is you can actually use pre-positioned tiles. So I'm looking over here going, there's a meadow tile there, there's a housing tile there. Can I get these to fit? Well, if I rotate this way round here, I could drop that onto there. That matches. If I try to do it any other way, if I go this way round, it doesn't match, won't let me. Do it this way round, and we've got a match. Which means we only need to place one house and one meadow, and we have completed the city project. House. Well, there's a house on that tile. I'm going to take this. Now we just need a meadow tile, and we've completed that challenge. Rocks. We've got a rock over here. I'm going to put this down here by the rock. We've got a tree over here. I'm going to place this down by the tree. Got another bonus tile here with forestry in it. One of the trees requires an adjacency of 3. I think that would work perfectly there, meaning that we want this to be forestry. Notice we get a warning as well. If we pop that there, it's going to kill our bonus. Won't let us do it. Well, we can do it, but we choose to do it out of stupidity. There's our forestry. 22 points for that one. 20 bonus points for completing that. We've got another housing. We'll bring this down here. Another housing. Pop that up there. And forestry and housing. Okay, I think we'll throw that here. We've got farming and rocks. Rocks and farming. Where do I think? I'll bring this down here. There we go. Next to the water. Speaking of water, we've got a water tile right there. We've got another farming tile right here. We've got another housing project right here. Another one here. Another farming. I'm looking for a meadow. More water. Alright, 2 housing. That's going to require just 1 more. If I put that, I'll pop that there. Forestry goes up here. There's my meadow. There we go. And we've completed the project. And we've got a whole bunch of extra housing for it. Looks at our little village grow. It's great, isn't it? Right, we've got one more adjacency to be done here, which I'm going to use. I'm not going to use the meadow over here. I'm going to use it up here by the tree to get the adjacency up here. Gets us our next housing project, building project, and that is we've got the fisherman's hut, we've got the silo, and we've got the bell tower. Double point from the future in a small area. Double points in the future of a small area. Let's go with the fisherman's hut. Again, see what you've got that will already fit. You can change your mind. Use the undo button. Let's do that. I'm going to go with the silo. You know, you can change your mind. But we're going to go with the fisherman's hut just because we're here. We'll pop that over there. 1 more water tile and a meadow tile, and that is done. We've got a forestry going on. Bring that up here. We've got farming and rock work going on over here. There's that meadow tile that we need. Just 1 water tile. Oh, look, we've got a bonus double water tile. Just when we needed a water tile, we've got a bonus there, right there like that. Big score. And see how addictive this could become very, very quickly. This is what I'm having trouble with in this game, is I can't stop playing it. Then we have forestry, farming and water. Well, farming and water can go there. Forestry can come up here. Forestry, farming and housing. Ooh, I don't know. How about in here? There we go. Forestry, farming and water. We'll go with another one around here. And we have another bonus tile. Bonus tile. We've got rock round here. Let me maybe do something like that. And throw that behind there. We've got more farming in here. Got another meadow, which would complete the adjacencies on that. 4 points required to get our next housing project. Speaking of housing, there we go. There's our housing project. And we can do the town hall. Shall we do the town hall? The upgrades will upgrade tiles, and you'll get like 10 points basically for completing these, I guess. I'm going to go for the town hall because it sounds challenging. Let's go for that. If I got anything that would work here, that might work. If I can I fit you? Oh, you've got rocks. No, let's go and try and fit you in here. It's not as perfect a fit as I would like it to be. Can we? Is there anywhere? Oh, hang on, maybe. Whichever way I rotate this, I can't quite get it to fit the way that I would like it to. You know what? We'll just go with that. All right. We'll complete this last housing project, and I'll show you a city from earlier, so you can see how these things can progress. Go with another forestry over there. I'm now quick clicking, so if I make a mistake, something not too optimal, don't hold it against me. just showcasing the game, you know. For farming down here, housing over here. There we go. Another farming over here. Another farming over here. Farming and rocks. Water down here. Rocks. Speaking of rocks, that can go over here. We've got another farming tile going on down here. Boom. Another meadow. One more rock required for this housing project to be finished. That can go in there. That completes that. Water down here. Oh, wrong placement. Yeah, I'm clicking on something that's already there. Another water there. Another meadow. Maybe if I throw that in the gap, that will fill the gap nicely. Still looking for a rock. A rock would be good right now. Next tile contains a rock, so we'll be able to complete that. There we go. That's our 20 tiles. Big boost to the score. And look at our little village. It's grown quite. I don't think I've had so many houses on a single village before. It's amazing. Okay, and then we choose our next housing project. Like so. And so it continues. It does get progressively a little bit more difficult, and eventually you will find yourself running out of tiles and wishing you'd optimized the build as you've been going along. Rather than continue with this for eternity, let me show you a previous city so that you can get a feel for what it can end up looking like. So going standard, let's go with my high score, which is this one. Say the game is over here, so we won't be able to place any more tiles, but you will get a feel. 29 out of 52 items out of 20 29 out of 52 unique tiles have been placed there. So we have, like, there's a monolith here, we've got farmland going on the go here, silos, big old mountain chain going on down the side there, forests. Oh, rotate the camera. There we go. So yeah, a lot of farmland through the middle. Some good sized lakes going on there, little boats bobbing around. I forgot to tell you about the animals. Dang it. Never mind. Yep, should have told you about the animals. When you zoom in, you will find some animals. And if you click on the animals, if you haven't clicked on them already, this one's already been clicked on, they'll glow. If you click on them, you'll score an extra point, except for the game is over. The game is over. I could have scored an extra point on this. But yes, it's seagulls. We've got frogs. There's another frog over there. We could have clicked on him. And then quite often in the town areas, you'll find cats. There's a cat I've not clicked on. I could have scored some extra points on this high playthrough. So yes, do watch out for the little animals. The butterflies don't count as animals, unfortunately, because that would be a lot of extra bonus points. But yes, it's a beautiful looking little game, isn't it, I think? Beautiful looking little game. Plenty to be said for it. Highly recommended by me. Make up your own minds, of course. And of course, the one thing that you can decide to do right now is hit that like button. Because, yeah, you made it this far. What does it cost you? Anyway, that's it. Panorama before you buy with me, BonBonB. I'll be back very, very soon with regular content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you very, very soon.